and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit.
And looking at the Raptors matchup, that's going to be their sixth contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Russell Westbrook out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Towns in at the 5, down low. And for Brooklyn, and it's Maravich in a shooting guard. Grant, hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason pontification is over.
BA, you're spot on. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Got to check it out.
Love passes to Towns. Cleveland working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. Here's James. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Now understand this, when LeBron James entered into the league in 2003, that's when lots of players were actually taking mid-range jumpers.
Oh, it's blocked by Towns. Edwards, a pass to Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Now here's White. To the paint. Here's Nowitzki. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Edwards, a pass to Westbrook. And there's the rejection. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Barry. Oh, misses the dunk. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Edwards slams it in.
And just an agile move by Edwards inside, allowing him to beat the contact.
The Nets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jordi Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Westbrook. After the basket by Brooklyn. And it's James with the jam.
Oh, man, LeBron, just big boy basketball on full display.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
And Cleveland has possession after the basket by Brooklyn.
Well, Ant will pull up from anywhere beyond the arc. Of course, more than comfortable letting it fly from the corner.
Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us. And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And last season, the Cavs were pretty healthy through the regular season, but that luck deserted them in the playoffs.
And I think that they didn't have a lot of competition in their first-round matchup did not set them up to succeed.
Maravich with the bucket.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Cleveland leading by 3. James deciding where to go with it. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
Oh, Okay, wow, old man LeBron James getting acrobatic, putting on a show. I see you, big fella.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And this matchup with the Cavaliers, it's their first meeting of the season. Maravich with the bucket.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Towns outside, beyond the arc. And Maravich pulls it down. The Nets have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Here's Thurman. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. It's stolen. And here's White. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Nowitzki. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8. Pass to Love. Here's the 3. Drains the triple. Love's got 5 points.
The definition of a stretch big. Love's a great three-point shooter, and that helps so much with spacing.
White, the pass to Maravich, and Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Barry. No points yet. And that one's good. Thurman.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
James, outside. Love, high post. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now White. Pass to Maravich. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Cleveland has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Now here's Westbrook. And here's Love. James outside. Shot clock at 6. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Oh, I didn't know that he still had it in him. Kevin Love, a little bit of thunder.
Pass to Nowitzki. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Now Towns. Westbrook, the pass to Edwards. Back to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
I love when Westbrook gets inside like this. You know he's looking to dunk every single time.
Nets trail by 3. Maravich, the pass to Thurman. And some solid defense from Towns. So it's the Cavaliers now. The drive by Westbrook. And James puts up a deep 3. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
Just zero hesitation from James, trusting his shot.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A different look for Cleveland. Banchero comes in for Love. And Chris Middleton is subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Cleveland on D. 6-point lead. Here's Vandeweghe. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Nowitzki. That 3's off the mark.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
James finds Westbrook. Back to James. Lays it up and banks it in. James has got 11.
I just love the ball movement.
And the Nets shooting a phenomenal 60% on the first. Pass to Vandeweghe. To end the run. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Now, here is James. Coming off a terrific game against New York. On target from range. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
One of the better three-point shooting bigs. Towns has great accuracy.
Nowitzki, that one's good. Cleveland has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. James outside. And the layup is good off the glass. 13 points in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
White against Westbrook. Pass to Nowitzki. And he gets the bucket.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
The Cavaliers lead by 6. Westbrook, the pass to Middleton. Cleveland working the ball around now. Back to James. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Banchero. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
To the inside. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Dampier. No made baskets yet. Knocks down the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. Cleveland leading by 8. A minute 42 left in the first quarter of the game. James, that's good.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
White, the pass to Maravich. From the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
James, right side. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
Now here's White. Pass to Maravich. Over Edwards. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Banchero outside. Left side, Edwards. James outside. The kick out to Edwards. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Maravich, guarded by Edwards. Maravich with the bucket. Maravich has got 19 points.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Cleveland on top, up by 7. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Setting the floor for the Cavaliers. They've got Nikola Vucevic. Chris Middleton is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Edwards, and it's Ball in at point guard.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Pass to Vucevic. Now Edwards. Inside, Edwards lays it in.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
Here's Dampier. Over to the wing. Over Middleton. Here's Randolph. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Pass to Vucevic. Right side Edwards. Out to the wing. The 3 from Banchero. Rebounded by the Nets.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Shot's good by Vandeweghe. Vandeweghe's gotten his second bucket of the game. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Ball passes to Edwards. The kick out to Banchero. Pass to Middleton. Here's Vucevic. Rebounded by Dampier. Nets trail by 5. There's the 3. Maravich, no good. There was so much excitement around the Cavs team last season, Richard. It ended up in disappointment.
Yeah, they cruised through the first round of the playoffs, but sometimes it's better to be challenged in the first round. It sets you up as you move forward.
Now here's Ball. Still without a bucket. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Edwards. And Maravich pulls it down. Brooklyn has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. And away. Off target from the wing.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Here's Edwards. Oh! Edwards packs it home.
And one of the stronger finishers in this game, Anthony Edwards at his best.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Love is checked in for Nikola Vucevic. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The Cavaliers, second.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Here's Maravich. Basket's good. Maravich has got 21 points in the game.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you, Brian.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Love, following the bucket by Brooklyn. There's a screen by Love. Oh, love to see Ball attack inside.
Yeah, he just finds a way. Ball determined to get that bucket.
Pass to Randolph. Here's Vandeweghe. There's a screen. Here's Maravich. 23 points in the game. Good. He's got 25.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Ball outside. The kick out to Banchero. Back to Ball. The fader. The shot. Misses. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Barry. Buries it down low.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Ball. Now low. It's Edwards on the wing. With the teardrop. Ooh, the soft touch from Edwards.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Here's Maravich. And there's another one from... Brooklyn.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. James is checked in for Cleveland. Westbrook comes in for LaMelo Ball. Here's Edwards.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Pass to Maravich. White with a screen on Edwards. Here's Nowitzki. 4-3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Westbrook, the pass to Love. Here's Edwards. James, outside. 4 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot from downtown. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Now checking in for Brooklyn.
Here's White. Still no points. Here's Dampier. Back to White. Pass to Randolph. Here's Nowitzki. Here's Dampier. Clock at 6. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. Oh, they get a hand on it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. White with it. To the middle. And that one's good. Barry's gotten 4 this quarter. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Here's Dampier. 14 points for him last game against Charlotte. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Nowitzki's got 14 points for the game. Here's Westbrook. He had 22 in the win against the Knicks in New York.
And on top of that, he made a massive impact with his rebounding.
Now, here is James. Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
A different look for Cleveland. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Banchero. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Pass to James. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Here's Dampier. He's guarded by Hero. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's Barry. Brooklyn, no good that time either. The Cavaliers leading. Here's James. Ooh, hard finish from LeBron.
LeBron, the old man, throwing it down. Not much anyone can do about that still.
Brooklyn has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Here's Nowitzki, coming off a 16-point game against Charlotte.
Impacting both sides of the floor. 4 steals showing the work he did defensively. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Westbrook can't hit. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Barry. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. For the Cavaliers, Towns comes in for Porter Jr., and it's Anthony Edwards in for Tyler Hero. With a healthy roster, the Nets got off to a good start last year, Richard.
Yeah, they were 9-10, playing good ball, but a few injuries, notably one to Cam Thomas, really shut down their season. And the Nets went 6-22 after the All-Star break.
Westbrook's gone 2 of 5 tonight. Pass to Barry. Here's White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 2.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
James, outside. Outside Edwards. From outside the arc. Out to James. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
You should not be falling for a pump fake from LeBron.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big 3 era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Maravich has got 29 points.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
White looking it over. Pass to Nowitzki. Puts up a three. Gets the three ball to go. Nowitzki's got 17.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Brooklyn out in front, up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Tonight's featured game sees the Cleveland Cavaliers in a tight one.
You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And that usually leads to a high field goal percentage, and that's exactly what's happened here. And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. For the Celtics, they'll be up against the Knicks in New York. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the tip-off.
I'm predicting a somewhat lopsided outcome, I'm just saying.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second-half action with Brian Anderson and company.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nets leading by 4, and it's Thurman in at the 5, roaming the paint, and that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. White, the pass to Maravich. Over Edwards, and there's another one for Brooklyn.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Gotta attack when you have that chance.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to James. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Towns for 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game. Now White. Here's Maravich. Back to White. And there's a pick. 6 to shoot. Here's Thurman. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Thurman's got his third basket of the night. And here's Westbrook. James, outside. Brooklyn pulls it in. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Maravich, count that one. And now a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
James, left side. Outside Love. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Westbrook's got 6 points.
I love the power behind Westbrook's finish. He just dares the defense to get in his way.
White, the pass to Barry. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Nets lead by 8.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
James outside. And slam dunk by James.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Maravich. 6 on the shot clock. Elbow shot on the way. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Cavaliers trail by 8. James outside. There's a screen by Love. James passes to Towns. Here's Barry. And the layup is good. 11 points in the game.
It's been a perfect start coming out of the half. I mean, you have to really love the execution.
Westbrook, the pass to James. It's Edwards on the wing. There's a screen by Love.
And to be a superstar in this league, you need more than talent. Personality, confidence are keys too. And we know Anthony Edwards has loads of both.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. So he gets them both. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Maravich. It's good. Maravich has got 8 points here in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now, here is James. Give him 30. Now White. Down low. And no good, trying to use the glass.
That's rock solid defense on a really good score.
Outside Love. White with the steal. It's good. White's got his second basket on the night. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands. And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
No good on the second free throw. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials.
Oh, wow,
unreal!
That's what they came for.
Wow. He's so good at finding a crease in the defense and taking it to the hole. Westbrook going to what he does best.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. White with it. Shoots over Westbrook. White can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's James. Okay, look out!
Man!
Wow!
Even at this stage of his career, Westbrook is still a skilled playmaker in this league.
Westbrook against White. Pass to Thurman. Here's Nowitzki. And there it is for him. Nowitzki's got 19 points.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for him.
And a moment to check out the 2K leaderboard. Here were the best rebounders last season. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Westbrook, the pass to Love. And here's Edwards. Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
You could argue that Kevin Love is the finest passing big of his generation. I don't know who's making that argument, but he is always looking to get others involved.
Here's Maravich. 37 points for him. Inside, here's Nowitzki. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Towns. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
That's why Westbrook racks up so many assists.
And White has got the ball here for the Nets. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Shoots over Westbrook. White can't hit.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Edwards gets the bucket.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Nets leading by 3. Here's Maravich. Nails the 16-footer. Maravich has got 39.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Pass to Love. Westbrook outside. Back to Love.
I like it when Love looks for his shot because it puts defenders in a tough spot.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Free throw drops for Love.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Brooklyn with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Here's Maravich, guarded by Edwards, and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. These are his first free throws of the game. And he makes a first. And Cleveland making a change here. Banchero's checked in, and that's good as he hits both shots.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Towns outside, back to Westbrook. Towns outside, pass to James. It's hauled in by Thurman. Thurman's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Maravich, guarded by Edwards. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Goes up off the inbound. And that's 2 points on the layup. Maravich has got 43 points.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Towns passes to Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Yeah, just a solid passer. Towns relishes his role as leader of this team, wanting to set up his teammates.
Nets leading by 5. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Maravich. They set a pick to the middle. Here's Thurman. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Now here's Towns. Edwards looking for an opening to the paint. Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And that's the amazing thing with Banchero, a lead ball handler who can also work as the screener.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Chris Middleton's checked in for Cleveland. Ball comes in for Westbrook. Here's Maravich, guarded by Edwards. Maravich, no good. Cavaliers trail by 5. From deep, Banchero. Offensive rebound. Middleton outside. James outside. Clock at 6. Powerful move inside by LeBron.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Here's Dampier, hounded by Ball. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Cleveland has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Edwards, the pass to Banchero. And Edwards the bucket on the assist from Banchero. And it's now just a 1-point Brooklyn lead. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Pass to Maravich. 6 to shoot. On the take. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. James passes to Edwards. Edwards on target.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Here's Dampier. He's got 5. 56 seconds left in the third. Randolph passes to Maravich. And stolen by Edwards. And they're on the run. And it's James with the jam.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just get out of the way.
Pass to Maravich. And Ball's over to help. Here's Nowitzki. Here's Vandeweghe. Shot clock at 6. Maravich, no good.
His three-point shooting kind of dried up in the second half. He is yet.
Oh, my goodness!
Did you see that?
Bring it out the hammer!
Now that's how you finish. And James is terrifying on this drive, especially when you give him a launching pad.
Pass to Vandeweghe to stop the run. The shot that time not on target. And there's James from the arc. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. Well, we thought the third.
The previous play is under review.
To review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
I have to admit, it's really difficult to decipher exactly what happened. They'll go to the monitors as this is a big call.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 7. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us.
It's the final quarter.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Cavaliers lead by 7. On the court for the Cavaliers. They've got Chris Middleton, Kevin Love out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Hero in at the shooting guard position.
Look, Westbrook still has some bounce in those legs, especially when this man gets a lane to the rim.
And the Nets shooting at around 66%. They're on fire. Outside White. Here's Barry, guarded by Banchero. Barry misses.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
And the basket by Westbrook.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
White with a screen on Banchero. Here's Barry. Love grabs the miss. Love's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Hero, the pass to Middleton. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Yeah, as good as anyone on the catch and shoot, Middleton deposits another J.
Outside White. Pass to Vandeweghe. Here's Barry. Westbrook with the rebound. The Cavaliers lead by 13. Driving to the basket. And Westbrook slams it home.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's Barry, guarded by Banchero. Can they get it? Barry misses.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Westbrook against White. Outside for Love. 5 on the clock. Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside White. Here's Dampier. He's guarded by Hero. Goes up at the stripe. Here's Randolph. Off with the layup.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Middleton finds Hero. Love up top. And there's Hero. That's good. On the assist by Love. Love's got 4 assists now tonight. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Cleveland. To snap the cold streak. Dampier misses.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Westbrook.
That is powerful.
Oh, yes. Giving the crowd what they want. Westbrook leaps for the dunk with reckless abandon.
Nets trail by 19. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Now at 4 fouls in the game, he'll start to have to be a little bit more careful with his defense the rest of the way.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Randolph passes to Barry. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Pass to Westbrook. Up and in on the layup. Westbrook's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
They're really working the paint now.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 19. He takes it in, and he banks in the layup.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 8 in this fourth quarter. Hero right side.
Hey, yo, right here.
Middleton left side. 5 to shoot. On the attack, Hero. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thurman's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Barry. Pass to Thurman. Here's Dampier. 3-pointer. Sinks the tray.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to... take full advantage.
And so it's Cleveland with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Hero, the pass to Middleton. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Trail by 14. To the inside. Randolph gets the bucket.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Hero outside. Pass to Towns. Now here's Hero. The D's right on him. Here's Westbrook. And that one good. Westbrook's got 18 points in just the second half.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
White against Westbrook. Out to the right wing. Here's Dampier. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Hero, the pass to Love. White against Westbrook. Love, the screen on White. Back to Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
If you let Russ operate in the pick and roll, he will make quality decisions.
Now here's White. Pass to Barry. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Westbrook against White. Outside for Love. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Nets. Here's Barry. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Thurman. Thurman's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. White, the pass to Thurman. Here's Randolph. And the deficit down inside single digits. Randolph's got 4 points this quarter.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Outside Love. And here's Westbrook. And he drops it in from the low post. Westbrook's got 24.
Well, I don't know what Coach said to him at half, but his shooting has been tremendous here in the second.
Pass to Thurman. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Cleveland leading by 9. Now Westbrook. Towns is screen on White. Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
That's Russell's go-to. He loves to go right to the rim off of a drive.
Pass to Dampier. Back to White. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's the pick. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Dampier misses.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
White against Westbrook. Love outside. Here's Hero. Shoots a 3. Ooh, it misses.
Big rebound on a night where they haven't exactly controlled the glass.
White against Middleton. Oh, a great move.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
And Kenny Atkinson has called the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. A different look for Cleveland. LeBron, he's checked in for Middleton, and it's Edwards in for Tyler Hero. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Well, Coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Outside Edwards. Here's Towns. White with the steal. Yes, sir! That one goes!
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Cleveland leading by 5. There's a minute 54 left to play in the 4th. James. LeBron on the take.
There's so much power on LeBron's drive. The defense, they just more or less clear out.
The 19-footer. James rips down the board. And James has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh!
Wow!
I can't believe he just did that!
Just wow!
See, those are the type of finishes that you pay to see.
For the Nets, this one not looking good. There's a minute 26 left in the 4th quarter.
First personal foul. Team second.
He drops the first one, and that brings him with an 8.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Rick Barry.
He's perfect from the line this time. That's the way. Yes, sir, it's good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Westbrook, shots blocked. Beyond the arc. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
ICE. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Westbrook. That one goes. Yes, sir.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Into the lane. Oh, he jammed it.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. It's a 3-point game. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that. All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
Westbrook rips down the board. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
The hustle and intensity that Westbrook brings to this team can be infectious.
Westbrook rips down the board. Now Edwards. Can't get it. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, LeBron James.
Leave it to people, I pull up in Billy's with like